Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Cancerians in all placements. And I'm just going to be doing a general, see what comes up, doing Celtic cross spread. So I'm going to start with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, mainly because this spread takes up a lot of room and I don't have a lot. So going for the mini cards. Yeah, it helps a little bit. So, all right. Oh, Jojo made it. Thank you for being here. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right. Weirdness. Okay. Um, yes, and happy October, everyone. These readings are timeless, but I just have to say, and it's funny because I just changed my calendar and I'm like, oh, devil. Yeah, guess it's appropriate for October. Okay. Anyway, here we go. So, overall situation, we've got the Six of Cups. Potentially someone coming back from the past, or there's just some very sweet energy here. The challenge is the Two of Swords, potentially having to make a choice. Recent past, we have the Five of Swords. Possible deception, manipulation, etc., etc. Near future, we have the Five of Pentacles. Somebody feeling left out in the cold, but also persevering to their ultimate wish fulfillment. What are you consciously aware of in this situation? The Ace of Cups. That you that you're aware that there's a new beginning here presenting itself. Maybe someone's making an offer to you, or you're making an offer to someone else. What are you not aware of? What's hidden? If I can hold on to it. 10 of Wands. There's a burden here. You've been carrying a burden. Someone's been carrying a burden, at least. Not necessarily you. Particularly because this is hidden. It could be the kind of thing where you've been carrying a burden and haven't realized it, like a labor of love or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, what is your direct influence on this situation? Seven of Cups. Trying to make a choice. Yeah. Not being sure, having a lot of options presented, just kind of like so many different directions to go, not all of them good. External influences, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody here wants to collaborate with you, or maybe you're in the process of collaboration, coming together, a meeting of minds. Your hopes and fears is the Wheel of Fortune, and the sun made it. Hello, thanks for being here. Yeah, your hopes and fears, Wheel of Fortune, wanting things to go well and afraid they won't, and potential outcome, Eight of Swords. A lot, some kind of crazy mental anxiety, trapped in your own mental prison, or somebody is. I've been forgetting, but bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So there's something new afoot, some kind of love, some kind of offer of love, or just being kind of stepping into the world from a new place of wanting to give love to others. So for you, I'm going to clarify with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay. So, this Six of Cups. What is this Six of Cups anyway? Why is it here? Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Judgment. So, and Redbeard made it too. Yes, I got my posse in the house. Excellent. Thanks for popping by. Um, okay, so this is clarifying the Six of Cups. There's a situation here where there's some kind of someone from the past that's coming back, and there's conversation, there's a lot of back and forth. Could be somebody who has a lot of earth in their chart. There's somebody who's very stable and practical, very business minded. Um, being the female king, this deck has female and male kings. They have, and gender doesn't matter here, but they have, even though they're very driven and forward focused, they have a softness and receptivity about them. And there's some kind of assessment about maybe what's gone down in the past, um, where you and they are at now, um, kind of just reviewing. There's a lot of reviewing of things. So the challenge is the Two of Swords. There's a choice here, and potential difficulty in making it, needing to go within, tune in. You need I feel like this is you needing to go in and really tune into your intuition and kind of have a handle on the emotions that are coming up for you, but not be like overwhelmed by them. So that clarifying the Two of Swords is the Fool, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. There's a desire here to take a leap of faith in some kind of new direction. But for whatever reason, it's tricky. There's a need to find balance, working on finding balance because of wanting it to work out. Now, this can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. This can be pretty much anything, but it's like there's action that is being taken here in an effort to find balance. There could be some juggling. I mean, with someone coming back from the past, there could be something where it's like, oh, this popped up and I'm still working on something over here, kind of thing. But yeah, and so it just kind of leads to this need to really gain clarity. I always say this, or often say, this is my Luke Skywalker card. He had to put on the helmet in order to learn to feel the Force. It's not about seeing, not about using. You got to use that inner sense, that sixth sense. And so it feels like that's what's happening here. So recent past, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, again, this kind of energy of deception, manipulation, someone taking more than their share. Why is this here? We have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Cancerian energy. Oh, and I forgot to say, with this Judgment, we've got Scorpio here as well, and Libra. And Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles again. It's it could be where um again, this is your recent past. So this is like working you or somebody were working on building yourself up, building your skills, your knowledge, focusing on something that is really near and dear to your heart. Some kind of, like, she's painting the butterfly, doing some kind of art, um, some focusing on a hobby, something that brings you joy. And maybe through that, like that can often be a sort of a meditative thing when you can really dive into something that you enjoy and you kind of lose yourself, and in that process you're able to access these deeper parts of yourself, your intuition, which I often say is a direct line to your higher power. The high priestess is fully connected, has a knowing. Some kind of knowing has come to you through just focusing on you and doing what you love. The 5 of Pentacles, though, see, that's maybe it could be where this happened because of you feeling left out in the cold. Like, there's a desire to protect something here. But what's interesting about this card is it's like that protection ends up squashing the thing that's trying to be protected. So, what I'm not fully understanding is this 5 of Swords. Like, how, I don't know, it could be where through a desire, it could be where the 5 of Swords is. Oh, okay. So maybe you understood that there was some deception happening and you were doing everything you could to avoid that or to protect yourself from that. Hmm. So, near future, we've got the 5 of Pentacles again, clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Tower, and the 9 of Wands. So, could be where there's some kind of something falling apart with someone who has a lot of fire in their chart. Big disruption, big, yeah, it's a falling out where you're left feeling wounded. There's been some fallout here, and this ends up leaving you feeling out in the cold. Now, it's possible too that you have decided to focus on yourself and learn to shine your own light into the world, which causes some kind of disruption, some kind of tower moment. This particular tower is interesting to me because, again, we have this energy of protection, um of wanting to hold something together, or seeing it falling apart and just wanting to be there to help comfort someone, or someone's there to comfort you as the things crumble. Um, but yeah, there's one of the things that really pops out to me is determination here. Determination to keep going, even though the odds seem stacked against you. There's an understanding that there's more down the road that's worth making the journey for, even though there have been a lot of casualties along the way. Or I don't know if casualties is the right word, but we've got dude with his crutches and bare feet and scars and stitches and all the things, right? So it's like, yes, I've been through it. Yes, it would be nice to go where it's warm and safe and dry, but I also will not settle. I refuse to settle. I'm going to keep going until I get to where I need to go. So, what you are aware of is this Ace of Cups. Why is this here? We've got the death. No, that's devil. Never mind. I was like death. No, death card. Scorpio energy. We have more Scorpio here. Could be dealing with someone with Scorpio in their chart. The Hierophant, which is, come on, brain, Taurus, right? Taurus. Think so. And the King of Swords. You're aware that you are letting, it's like letting some part of you fall away to reveal your true self, your inner core, your essence. You want to release, transform. Um, maybe you're in the process of this. It's like learning to love all the parts of yourself that maybe in the past you've considered to be less than good. And it's learning to see yourself in a different way, in a new way. And it's a huge transformation. And potentially letting something go, ending a cycle very decisively, um in favor of something new, something that is based in tradition, um potentially with somebody who, they could have a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could just be someone who's very logical and strategic. They know, like, they're very good with their pros and cons list. Like, they're very good at just like staying on track and not letting emotions sway them too much. Um, and there's this desire for, or leading to, there's something coming where you're aware that you want a new beginning or you see the potential for one. So in the hidden, what's hidden from you is this 10 of Wands. Why is this here? King of Cups, another female king. I love this King of Cups. 10 of Wands. Ah, yikes. Okay. Um, 2 of Cups. Someone's feeling incredibly burdened. There's it's it speaks to a labor of love. She's carrying all these beautiful flowers on her back, going to pick another one, but looking pretty weighed down, right? Like, but there's somebody who feels, maybe they feel protective of you. Maybe there's someone who's just been there, kind of been your rock, and they've been showing up. They've been carrying this burden because of the fact that they love you, that they care about you. They want to see you succeed. But for whatever reason, and it could be, I mean, we have the 2 of swords, we have the 7 of cups. There's the 2 of pentacles, like there's choosing here. So maybe you this is somebody who um feels burdened by the fact that you have this choice to make. Somebody who cares about you very deeply, who loves you very much. Again, they feel very protective of you, and they're willing to carry a burden for you, but with you kind of looking in another direction, it's like, yeah, it's heavy. So okay, so your influence on the situation is the 7 of cups, clarified by the 6 of cups again, the Knight of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. I You're looking at the past. You're feeling very very driven to communicate, to move forward quickly. Um you you want to bust out of some kind of cage that you've been dealing with. You have the strength for it. Maybe you want to show someone. I mean, he's got love tattooed on him. But then there's all this fighting and there's all this stuff. It's like it's getting out of it's like it makes me think of like acknowledging all the things that you've been through and understanding that you're strong enough to move forward. But um there's a little bit of like feeling unsure. What direction is the right choice? Who or what is the right choice for me is kind of what this feels like. Um it's like exploring your options, busting out of old mindsets, or um yeah, just moving in a new direction. And with that, not really being clear on what you should choose. I feel like you might be kind of biding your time, um, trying to let things unfold so that you're making the most educated choice. The most, is that the right word? Like you're not going to jump into something, even though we have that Knight of Swords, which can be a very impulsive energy. I also feel like there's a part of you that wants to jump, and there's a part of you that's like, let's just wait a little longer and see how this plays out. So external influences, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords again. Um, There is somebody, maybe this person who you have been talking to, connecting with, where they they have it could be that they're making an offer, or just that like they know how to, somehow they just have this natural ability to play your heartstrings. And there's this kind of investigative energy, really looking, really diving in. What are you all about? And it's so interesting because the Page of Wands to me is often this kind of free, optimistic, adventurous energy where it's just like, all right, let's just go on our adventure and let's see what happens. And there's more, it's like wanting to do that, but in a very I can't think of the right word. I want to say educated again. It's like it's doing your due diligence, or there somebody's doing their due diligence to really look at, like, there's feelings here. There's some kind of love here. And yeah, we had the King of Swords come up before, by someone who is um again very logical, very strategic. It looks like they're kind of weaving, how do I say it? It's that whole thing of like having a plan and executing the plan very precisely, and following following the lights. Like I can't, how do I say this? It's like the lights kind of represent, like those milestones along a person's path. And the fact that this isn't complete, it's like there's somebody who is thinking about the next the next move. Do we continue in the same pattern, or do we go in a new direction, something like this. So it all it there's definitely a there's some kind of coming together, on the same, being on the same page, working on something that is potentially meaningful for both of you. So, hopes and fears, we have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Four of Swords, the Chariot, Cancerian energy, and the World. So, you're hoping that by retreating and caring for yourself, resting, meditating, it's going to kind of, you know, recharge your batteries, and so that you can move towards success, towards victory, towards a completion, toward not just a completion, but like the net. It's like moving to the next level, wanting things to go in your favor. Maybe there's thoughts about, like, I don't know, maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe you're thinking about moving to the other side of the world, or maybe you're just, yeah, both with the Chariot and the World. There's a desire to move forward, possibly literally, because of all this kind of time that you've taken to go within. But then you're also afraid that it's not going to work out. The Wheel of Fortune, it's cause and effect. It's karma. It's the wheel is always moving based on the decisions that we make. Um if we're in alignment with decisions that we make. If if we're really being in integrity with ourselves, then the wheel tends to move in our favor. And so this is what you want, but you're afraid there's a feeling of like, am I really doing the right thing? Is this really what I want? I think so, but I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to, yeah, step back for a while. I don't know. So potential outcome is the 8 of Swords. Why is this here? We've got the Lovers, Gemini energy, 2 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune again. You know, this feels very much like a to be continued. Again, we have with the 2 of Wands here. And didn't we have that before? We had the 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, I don't know. Anyway, um with the World card, she's got the whole world in her hands. Sorry. It's There's a desire for an outcome here that obviously you want it to work in your favor, but it's it's nebulous. It's to be continued. We don't know. You don't know. And there's a lot of anxiety about this. Um, Making a choice. Are you making the right choice? That's going to work out in your favor. You don't know. you're, you're kind of you're feeling trapped in kind of going over this. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Is this the right choice? Should I go in a different direction? Um and so, that really speaks to you needing to continue to do that inner work, do that inner excavation, figure out what it is you actually want, make that pros and cons list. Um, be very honest with yourself about what you want, what drives your desires, that kind of thing. So we're going way over here, but I just want to pick I think for you, I gotta pick some oracle cards from Queen of the Moon Oracle, since you you are ruled by the moon. Okay. Extremes. Hot moon number 34. And the masculine 42, and assessing. Yep. Yep. There are some pretty strong feelings here, kind of vacillating between extremes. Um, could be that you're the divine masculine. You could be dealing with the divine masculine. Again, gender doesn't matter here, but because anybody can embody. We all have masculine and feminine within us. So, but there's an assessing. There's looking to the future. Is Again, there's this questioning. Is this going to work out? Is this the right choice for me? Keeping an eye on the future while trying to stay present in the moment. And see, he's got the moon here, the cycles of the moon. Um, it's like, it's like somebody here, there's this situation is moving forward pretty slowly. Like there's an understanding here that there's no rush, that Time needs to be taken in order to really get a handle on what's going on here. And at some point there will be clarity. It's just not right now and not in the near future. And by near future, it could be like, we'll just say like within the next month. There's a desire for something, but then there's also a holding back. And until you figure out, until things become clear or you figure things out, it's just going to be kind of, you know, just looking out, looking for the next sign, the next omen or whatever. So, anyway, there is the reading. I just saw 3553, and then I saw 3555. Triple numbers are always a thing for me. um, anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.